Hey Mepham, welcome back to the Midweek Update.
In today's episode, we will take a look at a phenomenon in reading, an MLK Day volunteering opportunity, and an Honor Society ceremony, and we'll introduce you to a member of the Mepham staff you may not have known.
This and more on this week's Midweek Update. I'm Christina Pena.
And I'm Hailey Gardner, and welcome back to the Midweek Update, the B&B show where it brings you closer to the people and places in and around the Mepham community.
So Hailey, who do you think is going to have the best Mr. Mepham performance?
You know what? I'm not completely sure, but it's going to be hard to top last year's.
You got that right. Let's see what some of the other Mepham students have to say about the event on my favorite segment.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's obviously me winning Mr. Mepham.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not going to be you. It's going to be Tyler Keegan. He's just better all around than you in anything he does.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have like, I'm just like so rizzy. The girls are all gonna vote for me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you seen his physique? Every lady wants him in the world. He's built like a Greek god. And have you seen his football stats? Backup right guard for the Mepham JV Pirates. That went 8-0.
But like, have you ever seen me in football? I was like crazy on scout. Like, hey, come in. How good was I on scout football?
Pretty solid. I just want to say, Tyler has the athletic ability of like a cat, all right?
He is.
He can't move. He can't move.
Exactly. What I'm saying, I have the moves. Hold this.
See, that's why you're going to get last place. You can't move. You can't dance like TK. TK could dance like... I don't know.
What's your opinion on this, Ryan?
I think TK has better dance moves, to be honest.
Thank you.
Like,
It's clear.
just look at him.
You guys just don't know ball. Like, look at him. He's right there.
Yeah, look at me. Look.
Not knowing ball, have you seen TK's stat lines? He puts up...
What are on his stats?
He's scout... Look at that. That is scout... That is defensive scout player of the week.
Are you kidding me?
Rob, Sean, come here. Tell him why I'm winning Mr. Mepham.
He's not.
Shane will be winning Mr. Mepham because he's just he's too cool, you know. He
Grace,
he
come here,
really hits
come
the
here.
dance moves.
No, Connor, come here. Fellow O-lineman and TK. How about that?
No.
We got the O-line here, and we got the little...
Oh. Grace, come
Yeah, now we got the whole O-line.
No, give me Tell him why I'm Mr. Mepham. Tell everyone why I'm winning Mr. Mepham.
It's TK.
I don't have any reason.
I told you. Oh my. Girls are on my side.
All right, you don't think TK's going to win?
I think he is.
Of course. His stats are better. He's better build.
If you just look at the sides, look like you have two scout team players and one special team players. You have starting free safety, starting strong safety, starting running back.
He didn't play.
Yeah.
You were injured after week 2.
Oh, this was actually the start.
Yeah, I played with a fractured back the entire season. I'm him. That's why I'm winning. The dedication and my dance moves.
That's gonna be the reason why I'm winning.
Artie's going to win it for him. This is Artie Keegan's son. He will win.
You wanna know why I'm gonna win? You wanna know who I have on my side? Yeah.
All right. You know what? You know what?
Yeah. Exactly.
We'll see what happens at Mr. Mepham.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I'm going to be honest. I don't even know what to expect from this year's Mr. Mepham.
Oh yeah, totally, but it is great to see the shift from new nominees to older ones.
Speaking of shifting, do you remember the last time you read a paper copy of a book, Tina?
No, I only read digitally. Why?
Well, Jacob Sardewi investigated why that very shift in types of reading was happening in our next story.
For centuries, books have been a gateway to knowledge, imagination, and culture. From ancient scrolls to the innovation of the printing press, the way we read has continually evolved. But today, we stand at a new crossroads, the transition from physical books to digital ones. For some, nothing replaces the feeling of turning a page. But for others, convenience is key. we spoke with the librarian about the changing landscape of reading.
We do have access to all of that, and it's fantastic because if you want it physically, I can usually get it for you physically. If not, I can recommend you look at the public library. The public library catalog is online, so we can see from here what the public library has and doesn't have, so we can provide that to you. And then if you want it digitally or audio, we can do that as well. So it really comes down to students' personal preference.
Digital books have revolutionized accessibility, making thousands of titles available with a single tap. But do students prefer the shift? The United States market demonstrates a continued preference for print books, with 767.36 million units sold in 2023. So, which is better, print or digital? The answer isn't simple. Both formats offer unique benefits, and perhaps the future of reading lies in a balance between the two.
I definitely think digital books are a lot cheaper than physical books, but sometimes having like the physical copy can be better for other people compared to having a digital one. Like I know myself, I need to like have the book in my hand to be like fully focused on it as opposed to having it online.
No matter the format, one thing remains certain. The power of stories and knowledge will always endure, whether on paper or screen. For B&B, I'm Michaela Davi.
You know, I bet Jacob actually loves reading.
He should. It's such a productive use of time, like cooking or volunteering.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You don't love volunteering?
Yeah, of course I do, but why is that relevant?
Because this past MLK Day, there was a huge volunteer event at Elmont High School. Actually, I might not be the best person to explain this one. Let's send it over to Mel Arcos.
Dr. King famously once said, anyone can be great because anyone can serve. Here on January 20th, 100 members of the Elmont and Hewlett communities came together to be great.
Instead of talking about unity or talking about what it means to serve, I think it's important to model it.
And when I learned that we had the opportunity to organize one with our synagogue community and a neighboring black community, I thought it was an opportunity that we couldn't pass up. We made sandwiches for a soup kitchen. We collected non-perishable food for a local church and a food pantry that we work with. We packed school supplies into backpacks, and we made cards for children in the hospital.
The event brought together the Church of the Harvest, Hewlett East Rockaway Jewish Center, and even members from Elmont High School, with the purpose of helping the greater community and building connections throughout it.
I'd say I feel a sense of connection to the event. This is my second time doing it, and seeing the amount of work that goes into it, and also seeing like how much we bring out, like how much we produce with it, and all the good stuff we're doing for the kids and single mothers and students. I feel a strong connection.
So we are being kind together today, and we are believing that if we behave with kindness in regard to each other, we are improving the relationships in the world. The big problems solution start with solving the small problems, the local problems.
All volunteers, whether they were members of the church or even the synagogue, practiced being a mensch for this event. The acts of kindness that define this word were truly shown as the groups united.
It's so easy for the world to divide us, but we have to put effort in to be united as one. And in the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., which we celebrate today, that's what his true message was, about coming together as one people, united in truth, justice, and equality.
Yeah, my main goal was to see our different communities come together, because it's Martin Luther King Day, especially in honor of who he was, the model of servitude that he left. And so we wanted to get together as communities, but also to demonstrate for the young people, right? Always got to think about the next generation, to demonstrate to the young people what it means to serve together and to work together on a project.
In order to honor Dr. King's legacy, these two communities came together, and they were able to become a mensch for the day. For B&B, I'm Melanie Arcos here at Elmont High School, and back to you guys in the studio.
Wow, that event looked awesome.
I know. And did you see some of the cards the kids were making? They're very artistic.
Well, Hailey, maybe they should consider joining our honor society.
Oh, of course. When was that held again?
I think yesterday, but we should probably fact check with Claire Arnoff.
Thanks, guys. I'm currently in the auditorium where the Art Honor Society inductions are currently taking place. These students have been building through throughout their entire high school career, and it definitely shows through their talent and dedication.
This achievement has recognized me as an artist because it's shown how much everyone that I stood here up with today has improved over the past 3 years, and how we can stand up here together and recognize our achievements.
Ultimately, the Art Honor Society celebrates the talent and dedication of the members while also giving them opportunities to show off their art. Congratulations to everyone who has been inducted. That's all for me. I've been Claire Arnoff. Now back to Tina and Hailey in the studio.
I just love going to big school events like this. Seeing every familiar face, it's just so nice.
Hailey, there's no way you know every friendly, familiar face.
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, do you know our new assistant principal?
I can't lie. I don't know Mr. Aceste that well, but Oliver Mattis does.
Thanks, guys. Glad to be here with our very own new assistant principal, Mr. Aceste. Thank you so much for coming on. How are you doing today?
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm doing really well. It's been a terrific first week at Mepham so far, so thank you for that.
Thank you so much for being here. So I know it must be strange coming into this position mid-year, but how do you feel the Mepham community has welcomed you?
The Mepham community has been terrific. You know, from Mr. D. Martinez and Mr. Del Rosario and Ms. Delolio to the rest of the faculty and the students. Everybody has just been so kind, so welcoming. And, you know, I just go back to the first faculty meeting when I was introduced last week. I couldn't even get over just how many faces I recognized, how many members of the faculty I've just come across over my 19 years here in Bellmore-Merrick. So it's already starting to feel like home.
Must be nice to have some familiarity with some people.
It is.
So get into the swing of things with them. And it's got to be a large responsibility to interact and come into an administration position like this. What does this role mean to you?
Oh, this is a tremendous role. So being a part of the School Counseling and Wellness Center at the high school level provides me with an opportunity to work directly with the students and families and what their trajectory is and what their choices are post-high school. So it's almost like assisting in what their transition is into their young adulthood. It's just really cool to be able to have an opportunity to be part of that.
And we're so happy to have you here to be able to do that.
Thank you.
Once you are officially settled, what is your plan to help make the Mepham community so much stronger?
Well, it's already pretty darn strong. I don't have any specific plans yet. You know, I'm still learning the community and I'm still learning the school and the building and all the wonderful things that you guys do here. But, you know, Mr. D. Martinez and Mr. Del Rosario, Mr. Olio, you know, they are tremendous leaders, and I just can't wait to jump right in and assist them with all the great things they already do and contribute whatever it is that I can.
Us Pirates are looking forward to every second of it.
Thank you.
And finally, I know we still have a while before finals week in June, but what events are you looking forward to most before that summer break?
Well, not to discount any of the wonderful things that the underclassmen do, because I'm sure there are lots of great things and cool things that they get to be a part of. But being in the high school, I am super excited to firsthand experience, you know, their award nights and their senior nights and the proms and the graduations. I just remember when I was in high school as a student how exciting that was, and I can't wait to see what their experience is and to be a part of it on the other side. So
we are looking forward to this. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Aceste. And for those interested in giving him a nice Mepham welcome, make sure to drop by his office, which is in Guidance. Anyway, that's all for me. I'm Oliver Mattis, sending it back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Oliver, and welcome to Mepham, Mr. Aceste.
I wonder if he was rooting for the Eagles or the Chiefs this past Sunday.
Tina, I feel like that's a loaded question. Personally, I leave all sports talk to Jared Broxmeyer.
Okay, fair. Here he is with your Midweek Sports Report.
Thanks, guys. As the regular season comes to an end, many of our teams are moving to the playoffs and championships. Starting on the court, the girls' basketball team was defeated on their senior night in a defensive showdown thriller versus the Ravens. In case you missed the coverage, you can catch it on the B&B YouTube channel. Now to the ice, where the Bulldogs were victorious over the Long Beach Marines in Game 1 of the county championship. To the mats we go. Cheerleading competed in the Nationals, where they placed in the top 25. Now to the alley, where the boys bowling team won counties and the rifling also won counties. Congrats to all of the Mepham teams so far. Looking forward to more championships. That's all for me. I've been Jared Broxmeyer, sending it back to Hailey and Tina.
Thanks, Jared, and congrats to all teams who won their county championships.
Yeah, all of us here at B&B are very proud. Well, that's it for this episode. Make sure to tune in next week for more stories around the Bellmore-Merrick Central High School District to bring you inside the parts of the community we don't always get to see. Until then, I'm Hailey Gardner.
And I'm Christina Pena. Have a wonderful week.
Pew!
Oh my god, I stumbled so many times.
I know.
But, like, they were just far.
Yeah.